Bad news this morning for hundreds of thousands of people in West Virginia whose drinking water was contaminated by a chemical spill. We're now learning that the spill was worse than initially believed.
300,000 people are being told not to touch the tap water.
But don't make baby formula with it, don't brush your teeth with it, don't wash with it, don't shower with it, don't drink it.
Now it's utter chaos.
Eyes burning.
It's a zoo in here, isn't it?
It's a zoo.
If I can't take a shower, it's going to be ugly.
Local tap water, not safe for drinking, cooking, bathing, or even washing dishes.
If you get it on your skin, you'll get a skin rash. If you breathe it or drink it, but especially I think breathe it, it'll irritate your nose, throat, upper respiratory tract.
Schools and businesses have been closed, and the 300,000 or so residents that have been affected by this spill are told not to drink the water, not even to wash their hands with it.
It's going to be days before folks here have water again, Anderson.
Some reports have said as much as 5,000 gallons has leaked into the water.
When the governor, for instance, says that this is not a coal issue, that's not true. This is very much related to the ongoing pollution of the coal industry in southern West Virginia counties that has created the condition that has allowed this spill to affect so many people.
What the chemical spill taught us is that water is extremely valuable, and we just often take it for granted.
I remember coming back and smelling something in the air, but not really thinking anything of it.
I was live on the air when the governor's first tweet went out basically announcing it's a do not use the water order for a number of counties in our viewing area.
No one was prepared for it.
When we don't have water, it creates a serious situation.
Bottled water, bar soap, and a washcloth was about the best you could do. So
this was not handled well, in my opinion, at multiple levels. And I think a lot of that had to do with the fact we were in uncharted territory. We didn't have a lot of information from the scientific community to start with to know, what are the effects? What are the potential hazards? What should we be telling people? And not just as the media, but what should the Department of Public Health be telling people? What should the water company be telling people?
I think it became a game of showmanship more than information dissemination. It's hard to say who was at fault for this incident. I think that there's a myriad of people, from the people that were operating the business itself to local politicians and the county commission. Anyone who knows anything about steel industrial tanks could drive down I-79, look and see 100-year-old pop riveted carbon steel tanks and think that maybe they weren't the best thing to be running. Freedom Industries, I think, was doing what any business would do. They were having their tanks allegedly inspected by the state. Whoever signed off on that said that these tanks were okay to operate, and Freedom did not want the expense of replacing these huge tanks.
The rivers are essential in power production and the production of steam that ultimately produces the electricity. It takes about 80 pounds of water for every pound of coal to produce electricity.
This was a chemical that we knew about and had been a part of the coal industry and the cleaning process for a number of years, but had not been studied very extensively.
I don't know that I would say that even still we officially trust the water.
I remember coming home and getting ready to take the first shower, and that smell was everywhere.
The one thing that you notice when you go out west is that every hotel, every place you go to has fountains, has water fountains. And when you come east, nobody does. And the reason out west is that they want to show you that they have water. And they have water in abundance. It's a very deep psychological thing. What the chemical spill taught us is how limited our sensor capabilities are when it comes to water.
I actually thought that the best way to use a new DIY almost sensor, cheap water sensor, that was developed by a guy named Don Blair. But it just makes it so simple for anybody to check out the conductivity, the temperature of a stream or a river. This is the test run, trying out this little water sensor. Put it inside a Gatorade bottle, and it's detecting through 2 screws in the cap of the Gatorade bottle the conductivity of the water. So conductivity of water will change depending on dissolved solids and salts in the water. They put it in a cinder block. The challenge was to keep it secure in the water. So they actually mounted it inside a cinder block, and they just tossed it in, and we're gonna pull it out tomorrow. It's writing every 10 minutes. It's writing the conductivity, the temperature, and the time onto a little memory chip, little SD card. And we'll pull it out and see, A, did it stay dry? Did it work? And B, did it take readings? And can we see the temperature and conductivity change even over 24 hours? Maybe be an early warning system for pollutants in the water or irregularities going on, and that could warrant further investigation.